Hey y'all, welcome to another Regular Dude Fishing video. In this video I'm going to show you the rigs that I use for catching skipjack herring or Tennessee tarpon, whatever it is that you want to call them. We use the skipjack for catfish bait, for cut bait, and this is some of the rigs that I use in order to make that happen. So we'll come down here, I'll show you what we got going on. You can buy these pre-made ones. This is a Pescator rig from Mustad. These work very well for catching the skipjack. They come in a pack of 5. They're already tied. It's already rigged. Here where I live in the state of Ohio, you can only have 3 hooks maximum on your line. So 2 of these will need to be cut off if you're fishing in Ohio. And then you're pulling 3 of these little jigs. They do work good, but for catching the bigger skipjacks, the mature adult skipjacks, usually we have to make our own rigs. And we're just using regular grub jigs that you can buy at any sporting goods store or any store that sells sporting goods. Just use regular white jigs, just regular, I don't know, some folks call them crappie jigs or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 12-pound test line, because that's what I have. I don't have anything smaller. I would use smaller if I had it. I'm going to cut a piece about, I don't know, 24 inches or so roughly, and then I'm going to put one of the jigs about 6 inches away from the bottom of the line, if I can get it through the hole here. These are going to have a lot of times the paint is going to be in the eye of the hook, so you can just take another hook and run it through the eye and clear that paint out, so that you can run your line through. A lot of times when stuff is mass produced like this, it's going to have the paint in there. So just run the hook through both sides like that. I'm going to run my line down through the eye of the hook to where, like I said, I'm about 6 inches or so away from the bottom, and then I'm just going to tie a clinch knot or a fisherman's knot, whatever it is that you want to call it. Those are my favorite kind of knots. Make several wraps around, stick your end of the line through one loop and then back through the other loop, clinch it down, tighten it up, and it's on there. I didn't have quite as much line at the bottom as what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. We'll try to make it happen at this end. I prefer to use 2 jigs on my rig. The reason being, you have more exposure and you have a little bit more weight for casting. A lot of times where we fish below the dam, those the bigger, larger skipjacks are going to be out in the deeper, faster water, and we need to have enough weight on our rig to where we can cast out a little bit further. Clinch knot, clinch it down, and that's what we have. That is about, I would say, about 14 or so inches apart on the rig. That is plenty of space. A lot of times we catch doubles on these. Yes, I realize I have psoriasis on my hands, so that's what's wrong with my hands, for all you guys who are wondering. And there we have it. Now, the longer end of the line on this end, I'm going to tie just a little 1/4 ounce sinker weight. Tie that onto the very end of the line. Which again will assist in casting and the jig action. So just tie another little clinch knot here at the end. And there we have it. Up here on this end, we just tie a loop and attach it to a swivel on the end of our line. And that is going to be our homemade skipjack rig that we're going to use to catch our catfish bait. There you have it. Like I said, you can buy the pre-made ones or you can make your own with the jigs. I prefer the white jigs. That seems to be what we get the most hits on, and that's how I do it. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional fisher dude. I'm just a regular dude that likes to fish, and at some point soon we'll go out and we'll catch some bait and we'll take you guys along with us, and we will learn some new tricks as we go. and we'll share them as we do. So, and maybe even have a few laughs along the way. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you in the next video.
Fishing!